Hi and welcome to Sailing Britican. I'm Simon. We are doing an update on our CopperCoat Nightmare video. The feedback on it has been fantastic. 90% of it good and some of it not so nice, but that's the way it goes. Just to give you a quick recap, July 2016 we had our first application of CopperCoat in Wilmington, North Carolina by Bennett Brothers. We had a diver go down and says it wasn't working, so we got in contact with CopperCoat and Bennett Brothers and they worked it out between them to come up with a solution. In October 2017 we were hauled out. Jim from CopperCoat USA came down to oversee it. Jim said there was only about 10 patches that need to be done, the rest of the boat was fine. He's the expert. We got the patchwork done, we went back in the water and then we slowly sailed down the east coast of America through the Bahamas and back to the Caribbean. On inspection the patches were working absolutely fantastic, but from the videos, as you can see, the patches were working great, but the rest of the boat wasn't. So we were a little bit annoyed, to say the least, that the whole boat wasn't done. We got in contact with CopperCoat and they went, okay, what we can do is we'll send you another batch of paint and you can get it redone. We did this in Trinidad in August 2018. They supplied all the paint, but we had to pay for the haul out and all the work to be done on it, which was about $3,000. Once we were back in the water, it was actually worse because the patches weren't there anymore because they'd been overpainted and it wasn't working. I got in contact with CopperCoat again and they said, right, what you need to use is 380 grit paper. It needs to be all resanded. After we'd done the Oyster Regatta, we had the boat hauled out in April of this year, 2019. In Antigua it was sanded. The whole boat was sanded again. It went back in the water. It's working better, but not great. We are still getting barnacles. Click here to see the video all about it, or get the link down below. Okay, so what's happened since our video a couple of weeks ago is that we've had so many emails, and thank you for sending us emails with the condolences and how your CopperCoat is working on your boat, which is fantastic. In fact, a couple of my friends have got exactly the same boat and it's working fantastic for them. So we know the product works. It's just not working for us and we're really frustrated. We've had some other companies come in and say they were willing to help us put their product on and we can test it by putting patches and see how it works and go from there. But CopperCoat have got back in contact with us. They are now negotiating with us to haul the boat out in November of this year, doing what needs to be done to get the CopperCoat to work correctly. We're still in negotiations whether it needs a total, just a resand or a repaint and resand. So they're sending over a representative from the UK who's going to fly out and oversee what needs to be done with the boat and to make sure that it's done correctly. Fingers crossed this will be the last time we have to deal with CopperCoat. Also, CopperCoat have offered to pay for us to get a new product on. So we're so far invested in this. With the patches, I know it works. It's so frustrating because I know the product works. I just want it to work on this boat. At the moment, we are still going to be working with CopperCoat. Let's just see where it goes from there. If it doesn't work from there, I don't know what I'm going to do. Jump in the sea and swim away, I think. So if you want to see what happens in November, please subscribe and check out the latest videos on CopperCoat. Thanks for watching.